And welcome back, everyone, to another game stream of the Thundering Dice.
It is a Wheel of Time Saturday. Fantastic times.
It is indeed. That was great watching the premiere, the early premiere of the first episode of Season 3. Oh, man, that was fantastic.
I feel bad for everybody that couldn't see it. But
Yes.
if you haven't seen it and you're watching this, prepare yourself because
Massive
there will be
spoilers.
spoilers.
Yeah, we will tell you everything that happened in the first episode. So if anyone
really-
doesn't want to hear anything about it, leave right now. Or stay, mute it, and continue giving us a view.
Exactly.
That's also acceptable. But if you do want to leave, please comment and like down below. And then if you're not subscribed, might as well ding that notification button too, because we are just too hot and not to see.
So our friends are all back together again at the start of episode 1. So I wonder how that all went down in the interim, how they all got back from Falm. Was it a very long journey? Guessing they didn't use the ways.
Yeah,
But-
no, they would never enter the ways willingly. I mean, like, not without great need. I mean, not like willingly, but yeah, without great need. Probably just on horseback. Because, I mean, you have to, like, Leandrin says that, like, a few months ago, Mother met a man who could channel. And then that same man proclaimed himself Dragon Reborn at Falm. So,
And
I'm
the
gonna
gap
say
between... Do we know how long the gap was between when Rand gets, like, basically abducted and he wakes up in Falm? Oh, that's mad, actually. But
Yeah,
Same time frame.
Well, it's really quickly because
Yeah.
Lanfear and him travel a ways, blow Lan and Moiraine out of another waygate close to Falm, and then travel, I'm guessing. But it doesn't. But there wasn't like a gateway, so I'm kind of thinking that she true sourced it.
Yeah,
the
that
true
makes
power,
sense.
I mean. Because they just vanish, basically. I mean, like, you see, like, Mock and Shin kind of envelop them, and then when you see them again, they're gone. But my guess is she true powered it. But, no, like, it's really quick. So, like,
If we see more true power traveling, we can compare it later on.
Yeah. But if it's more than a day between when they enter the ways and when they get out, I'd be surprised.
Yeah. I suppose it doesn't matter too much. It's waste of time to tell us exactly how they all got back together again, I suppose. And no one really cares. They're all back together again at the beginning of the episode. They're all chilling in Valon.
Which is an interesting place for Rand to be chilling.
Yeah.
Even the Moiraine knows what's going to happen that day, and the Dragon Reborn is still there. Like, why are you that confident?
Yeah, that's why, when I saw that Moiraine was there with Lan watching all this stuff transpire in that 11-minute teaser, that is actually the beginning of the episode, it turns out. Yeah, I was convinced that was somewhere later on, because why are they all in Valon, and surely Rand wouldn't be there, and it just didn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I agree with you. It still feels really weird. And then also, like, going back to, like, the opening, I mean, I said this when I first watched it, and I'm pretty sure I said it on... Actually, I said it on our little review, our non-spoiler review video. It feels super... Like, you're thrown into like, the opening scene of Season 3 feels like the middle of the season. Like, there's no type of, like, even warm-up to come in. It's just
The only warm-up they have is
there.
kind of a slight... Oh, let's get out of here. It's round 4.
Yeah.
They have a slight, like, intro where they talk about some of the events that transpired in the previous seasons, but...
Whoa. Yeah. No, yeah, they have that. But
But
yeah,
then,
like,
it
just
throws you
get thrown
straight in,
into
you're
it.
like, oh, wow, that is... What the 11 minutes that we saw was literally the first minutes of this show. Same
And they
opening,
cut some
establishing shot. Yeah, actually, we need to see what the time difference is, if there's a time difference, or if we just imagined it. But it did seem to be faster paced, at least.
No. There's things that are cut out. I mean, like, I can't, like, tell you the exact scene, but I would stake your left testicle on it.
Oh, mine. You'd stake mine. That's comforting.
Well, of course, I mean, gamble reasonably. I'm not Matt. But, like,
Gambling problem?
they're...
Call 1-800-GAMBLING.
Yeah. Not sponsored by DraftKings.
Gambling your
But-
brother's left testicle? Call 1-800-GAMBLING. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, but like, oh shit. Oh no, that's it. Yeah, but like there's a couple things that, like, that are said earlier on. Oh yeah. Like, when the Red Sister tells Liandrin, whatever the charge is, we stand with you. That comes quicker because there's more like Aes Sedai looking at each other as Liandrin's walking through the hall in the first 11 minutes. That's one thing I definitely know for sure.
That first walking up scene was a lot more drawn out and relaxed. And I think the music was different too. The music seemed a lot more fast-paced and frenetic, the way the music was edited behind that scene.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but you might be right.
I'm just, we're going to have to compare them. That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Just for our own curiosity. I don't think it's enough to warrant, like, a video, but...
No, I don't think so.
We'll slip it in as a piece of trivia.
Yeah, exactly. But the whole, but the battle scene, though, like, that's all, like, cut for cut. Looked really good. Or looked a lot better watching it on fucking 4K screen.
Oh, yeah. Watching it on a 4K screen was... Oh, shoot. That was dumb.
Whoops.
But yeah, like, watching it on a 4K screen was amazing.
Yeah, like the weaves, it's like the saucer weave, the air saucer weave that cuts a few Aes Sedai in half. I actually noticed that it had teeth.
Yeah.
It was like a real saw.
It was a saw blade, yeah. That was so cool.
Yeah, I was...
And whatever weave it was used to cut that chick in half, like, you didn't see it, but, man, that's brutal. Like, the Black Aja know what's up, and they were ready to rock. I'm surprised they waited as long as they did before joining Liandrin.
Well, yeah, that's true.
They're just waiting for the signal, and
that's probably the best way of saying it. And after watching it a second time, I get annoyed. Well, when I say second time, probably like fifth time, but like seeing the episode in whole, I was watching as the Black Aja sitters get up and move into the center and form a circle. I was watching all the other sitters, and they just sit there. It's like, I know cinematography, like why it needed to happen that way, but oof, that bugged me.
Well, something that actually one of our commenters mentioned that I hadn't thought of was that one of the reasons that no one moved is because of the three oaths. They, first off, wouldn't conceive of another Aes Sedai using the one power in the hall to harm anybody, let alone having multiples of them. And until they thought their lives were in danger, or they knew for sure that they were dark friends, they wouldn't be able to, like, physically able to channel. So they
but aren't they also, like, I might be misremembering this, but I also thought, like, in defense of a sister's life too, not just their own.
Yeah, you may be right.
And at that point, their mother's life was already in danger.
Yeah.
But I may be misremembering. I'd have to reread the Three O's because it's one of those things that you don't see them sworn often enough to quite remember.
It's like Asimov's laws of robotics. Like, I know them as a general sort of vagueness, but if you told me to recite them, I'd be like, oh, no, I'm going to miss something.
Yeah, the human can't... No, let's not go there.
Yeah,
let's keep wheel of time right now.
Yeah.
Let's also get out of here.
Have you tried
I don't I don't fault them as much or as vehemently as I did in the first time I watched it, because I was like, what the hell is this? I was getting super mad. Anyone wants to watch the video, just we'll link it anyways. And
also watching your reaction evolve as you watched it was so great. Because I had seen it before you, so I knew what to expect and how it was going to evolve. So I remember seeing those exact same emotions mirrored. The same ones I had. You were like, at first sort of indignant, like, what the hell is this? And then it sort of just settles in and it becomes epic. And you're like, wait, okay.
Yeah, very true.
And the continuation of that battle, where...
That was dope. I mean, like, Alanna, seriously, I mean, like she was always a powerful character in the books.
But they're really giving it her props here. And they really show, okay, this is Green Aja territory, because look at how coordinated she and her warders are. You know, I mean, they take down essentially, was it 6 or 7 Aes Sedai or Black Sisters, basically, just between her weaves and their sword play and all that. I mean, they damn near take them all down. I don't know how Liandrin would have survived that. Healing aside, she got stabbed through the chest all the way through twice. She gets healed way too many times to just be chilling and running around at the end of that episode. She should be so exhausted that she can't move. I mean, think about the mortal wounds that Moiraine gets at the end of Book 1, and she needs to be carried back to Faldara on a litter.
Yeah.
And she was just healed once.
Yeah, exactly.
Liandrin was spitting guts and blood up. got healed
and
from
then
that.
and then getting skewered like a shish kebab.
Yes, getting healed from that. And in between all that, having fantastic channeling adventures and stuff.
Yeah, doing massive fight scenes.
Yeah, getting all linked up with their sisters. I noticed no one's getting burned down anymore, linking up.
That's true. I didn't see it. Yeah, I didn't see any of that.
Are we just going
Let's
to
hope
have...
they keep more of that.
Are we going to have, like... Are we going to look back at Season 1 eventually and be like, you know what, Season 1, you know, it's... We gave it shit in the beginning, but it almost mirrors some of the struggles that Robert Jordan had finishing the first book there. You know, it didn't find its footing until Book 2. So maybe we'll look fondly upon it. Once it wins, like, 6 Emmys and... And yeah.
No. Just no.
Stubborn bastard.
Yeah. Well, no. I also take issue with your idea that Book 1, that Wheel of Time doesn't get started until Book 2. No. Book 1 is.
I didn't say that. I said Ian.
You said find its stride.
It doesn't find its stride in Book 1. Book 1,
yeah,
the first half is very much just the call to arms, heroes cycle kind of BS. And then because everything
it's not
is
BS,
told,
it's absolutely needed.
Yes, it's a
that's like
cliche
saying
trope.
the first book of Lord.
Yes,
that's like saying the first half of Lord of the Rings is BS because there is an adventure into it. Twaddle.
I didn't say that. I said it's a call like a hero's call to action sort of thing. It's the hero cycle trope. It plays right into that. Anyway, I don't think you remember what it was like reading The Wheel of Time as the first book. Your first, like, without any more context, just having dived into it, without any of the hindsight you have now with your encyclopedic knowledge of the book series, it's really confusing, man. The finale it makes no sense, and it's supposed to not make sense because you're seeing this through the eyes of Rand, the most unreliable narrator in this situation. Everything's supposed to be kind of fucked up and dreamlike and make no sense because he's half being used by the creator and half channeling crazy untainted power, all that good stuff. So
this
is really disjointed and hard to follow.
The first book, like
I
do not remember.
Reread the finale from the moment.
Oh no, the finale. I agree with you. No, the
that's
finale
all I'm talking about. The finale is
dude,
super
I'm talking
confusing.
about the book as a whole, man.
I was very clear that I was talking about the finale, and then
you were absolutely not.
I think that you just had too much of that devil's lettuce this morning, and you know that's the excuse I'm going to use for your.
I think you're trying to smoke light me, and it's not going to work. We have recordings of
this. We have
this,
gaslighting and we have smoke lighting.
Yeah, exactly. I've coined a new term, bitch.
No, it's toke lighting. Come on.
And speaking of toke lighting, get fucking Juggernog, you retard.
Oh, geez, it's round 8 here. I'm just sprinting around.
Yeah.
With my MP40 still. Well, I haven't even tried the box yet.
I've tried it. No. Oh yeah, I tried it once. Let's try the box really quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, the book 1 has plenty of problems. I don't disagree, but I disagree with the whole thing that started this narrative arc going off was you saying that the Wheel of Time doesn't find its stride until book 2, and I'm like bullshit. And book 1 has plenty of stride.
It has plenty of stride, but it also has a lot of like book 1-isms. You have to admit that. You know, the inconsistencies with the way that Moiraine handles the power, how strong she is relative to Murdral, or I should say how strong Murdral are relative to everybody. I mean, they have to he tones down the strength of the creatures in some respects because it has to be believable that his Emond's Field 5 can kill Trollocs without training, kind of stuff, and stand up to fades and what have you. So, but in the beginning, Moraine's like, me and 12 of my sisters could possibly have held him back, or words to that effect.
Well, but when she's referring to that, she's not referring to a fade. She's definitely referring to something else. You know what I mean? Because
I guess it's kind of vague.
Yeah, because like the only thing that links that dude with the fades is that his cloak doesn't flap. But Rand specifically says those eyes like burned hatred for him. You know, like so I never took that as meaning to be or if like I never took those two as like book 1 fade whatever, but book 2 fades and then afterwards are completely different things. So yeah, you're right about that. But I mean like I'll agree like I do like book 2 a lot. I mean, a lot.
Oh, the Great Hunt is so much fun.
I mean, there's so much character development for Rand, and then I mean, like having to lead in in the mirror world, Hurin always looking up to him, Selene kind of being a temptress, and also Charge under his care at the same time. Like the intricateness of the political scheming. I forget what the old tongue for the great game is, but
Oh, right.
like, oh yeah, so like there's all that, and it's definitely. I have no idea where I was going with this. Right
It's just the Great Hunt was awesome, and there's
the Great Hunt was
so many moments that I wish had been in the show. Specifically, the hunt through the world with Loyal and Hurin and all them. That was such a cool part of the book.
And it's not like that wouldn't have taken much. Like, you could have done that in an episode, basically. You make it a lot more like Rand, Hurin, Loyal, and Celine.
I suppose it would have interfered with their idea of having Elias and Hurin's characters merge. Because if you just have Hurin that one time, and it really wouldn't make sense to have Elias be with them there. That'd be just weird.
Yeah, because Elias would be the guide, and Rand wouldn't have needed to do anything that he did. So yeah, that wouldn't have made sense. And for the show, I like Elias. His character is really interesting.
I'm looking forward to seeing more of him this season.
Yeah, exactly. So all that works out fine. But going back to the story, though, I mean, not the story, the TV
show, the premiere we watched.
Alanna at the end of that 11-minute clip, when she's just like, "You will not leave this city," and Ivan and Maxim, do their cute little sword flourish.
It looks ridiculous. You're like, what are these jokers gonna do? Like, come on.
And then you get to see what these jokers do.
It's awesome.
It's epic. The three of them fight so well together.
Yeah, I mean, they dominate the fuck out of these guys. Like, if the healing weren't such a like super cure really quick right there, they would have all died. I mean, it was crazy. Leandrin gets stabbed. The other Aes Sedai get stabbed and cut and channeled away, and it seems to be a great victory for Alanna and her warders temporarily until the tide turns and numbers overwhelm and OP channeling happens, or OP healing happens, I should say.
Yeah, OP healing.
But it's awesome to see, and of course we have to have it's almost like in every turning of the wheel, some of these things are going to happen. And in every turning of the wheel, Yvonne dies. In this turning of the wheel, Yvonne dies because Leandrin, it was super spiteful of her. Just, there was no reason to do it. She just wanted to kill him. So she, picked up his sword with...
No. Maxim is the one who dies.
No, it's...
Yvonne survives.
Are you sure it's not... Yvonne is the one who gets stabbed with the sword and dies. The black one. It's Yvonne.
No, that's Maxim. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so.
I watched season 2 really recently, mate. I'm pretty confident in this one. I mean, I may be wrong, but I'd be very surprised.
Whatever his name is. And in the books, he dies in the Two Rivers cut down by White Cloaks. Here, he dies because Leandrin magics a sword and impales him with it for no reason at all. I don't think he... Well,
she was obviously going for Alanna. They both jump in front of her, so...
I guess. One of them it didn't even look like that, though. It didn't even look like it was going to be close to hitting Alanna. One person, I guess, one dives and pushes it out of the way, the other takes the sword. It could be it.
What?
Ooh, I'm out of ammo, for everything. Ooh, I'm going to pack a punch my M16. Screw it.
Nice. I am trying the box again.
Yeah, it's funny, because we haven't been able to rewatch it yet. So, everything is off of just a single... watch through. It's funny. So the differences are already there between our memories, I think.
Yes, we are faulty narrators, everyone.
Yeah, just like every character in the books. But let's not get to the books right now. We're in this turning of the wheel. Gosh, bless it.
Let's just
the light blind it. What am I doing? Let's just do this. Yeah, at least and we had some cool character moments too, where everyone was sort of hanging out and talking, and I guess
Matt was able to crack the proper type of jokes that you would expect Matt to be cracking.
Yeah,
really funny.
I really like Donald Flynn as Matt's recast.
Yeah, definitely. It works really well. I mean, they're all I like how Perrin's eyes are now finally golden. I mean,
all the time.
It happened after Hopper dies. So, I knew it was there, but it's nice to finally, just from the straight onset of this show, golden eyes already, and you don't have to like worry about them like fading in and out and stuff. They don't look fake either. Like in the like, sometimes you see like eye contacts that the colors just like don't work. That really like popped out. It's like that type of brandish gold that's slightly like polished bronze.
And
yeah, that was good.
Then we had another, you know, like the Egwene and Rand love story is kind of continuing longer than I would have anticipated it going, and then we've got the Elaine and Aviendha side romance budding before our eyes. And
yeah.
so like, I'm not sure how this whole sister-wife foursome quadrangle Aviendha, Elaine, Rand thing is gonna play out now.
Oh, I really hope that they don't bring in the that. Oh no.
It's just gonna be like a totally normal polyamorous situation where everyone's married to each other, and I don't know. Doesn't matter who's sleeping with who. And Aviendha's gonna spend a lot of time with Rand now, so. And actually, I kind of like the way she talks to him now. It sounds very much like Aviendha, the way that I pictured the way she talked. Like, you wetlander, and you may be the Karakar, but you haven't proved anything yet. And kind of, dismissive and...
the sass and bitch is correct.
Yeah. Now, like, the dreadlocks and the darker skin, like, I don't know, it's not what I was really picturing, but...
No, yeah, that's definitely not the way she's described in the books.
She's basically supposed to be like a pale girl, super tan. So when she's whatever her cotton sore doesn't cover gets balls. What, man? Whatever her cotton sore doesn't cover, she is like super dark. Everything else is super pale.
Yeah,
but that's not a big deal. I really don't mind it. Looking forward to seeing her interactions with Rand, because there has to be some kind of budding relationship there.
Yeah, they can't keep... And they can't keep the terseness going on as long as they do, or as long as Robert did in the books.
Yeah, right. It goes on forever. Until finally she runs away, creates a gateway that she can never weave again in the rest of the series, which is weird.
That's true. Really weird.
And then goes to Pound Town in the middle of an igloo. Well played. Well played, Rand.
The only time you actually see Sean Chan.
Yeah. That is a weird way to go to Shawshan.
It is. And a weird place to travel to. Like,
and
not,
also, traveling requires you know the place you're at to move, so I guess she did know where she was. She knew the area she formed the weave at pretty well. So that does make sense.
But she's never been to Shan-Chan.
But she knows I don't think the destination needs to be known, it's just, you just need to know the location you're traveling from, otherwise you have to use skimming.
Well, no. Well, okay. Well, I don't. There might be differentiations here between the men and the women, but I remember, I can't remember when this happens, but like Nynaeve is impressed with Rand because he uses a location that he knows that's like close enough to one of the places that he needs to get to, but without actually going there. And whatever trick he uses allows him to memorize where he wants to go, like creating a quasi shortcut. So at least for the men, you have to know where you want to do.
Well, remember that when the tower splits and the Saladar Aes Sedai go off and do their thing, they end up having to set up like traveling grounds and stuff.
Yeah.
When they start to move, because there's an area that the women had already memorized, so they could use it to go wherever they needed to go to.
Yeah, it could be that it's that way. And then also, because I mean, remember when like the description of like how channeling is between men and women? I don't remember who Rand's talking to, but when he says what it is, the other person's like, "Oh wow, okay, that's very different from the way we do it."
Well, in the book, he's talking to Elaine and Egwene about channeling, and this is
but it's definitely not. It's later.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's in. It's oh wow, ballistics knife, awesome. No, I think that conversation happens in Tyr. Post.
Yeah, it does.
Post.
But that's before
Kalendor.
Yeah, but that's
before they leave and go to the waste. Yeah.
And before he figures out how to travel.
Yeah, well before that. That's right.
But anyways, for another little like random side tangent.
Yeah, well,
Going
it's
back to
impossible not to
Yeah, it is.
extrapolate
One thing
from one to the other now.
One thing I want to know is, at the end of season, they're all here. At the end of season 2, after Matt blows the horn right before he says it's time to cast the dice and charge the Shan-Chan with the rest of the heroes, he gives the horn to Asian-looking girl in the red kimono or whatever it is, and then she does a little cool hand-weavy thing, and the horn disappears from her hand, and that's the last you see of it in season 2. Why does Matt have it?
Again.
Yeah.
And why is he kind of like flaunting it around? I mean, it's this super powerful ancient artifact.
Yeah, how is Moiraine not like, we are putting, like, I mean, not like, obviously she's not going to put it in the tower because she doesn't trust the tower for good reasons.
Yeah.
But like she would, it seems like a massive oversight to like, yeah, we're just going to let Matt keep the horn. But then again, it's like, why are they in Tar Valon? Even on that, like the most auspicious of days.
Yeah, when they're about to have this crazy revelation go down at the tower where it's a ton of danger, obviously, and yeah, it makes no sense that they're all there. It's funny. But for the story, like, all right, they wanted to get everyone together again, you know.
Yeah, but you had months to put them somewhere else. Like, you don't have to put them in Tar Valon. This is the opening scene. Like, the reason may be made clear later, but I kind of just doubt it. But I guess it isn't too much of a big problem, because, you know, the rest, like, we're talking about, like, why are they there instead of somewhere else?
Yeah.
Because, and it's not like they stayed there the entire show. It's like, you know, the end of season 1, bloody hell, episode 1, they all split up, and Rand's like, no, we're not going to Tyr. We're going to the Waste.
It's like, I can't do what they expect me to do, which I called that while we were watching. I was like, he's going to say it at some point because he says it in the book, and that's like a important moment. I like how they showed his channeling, you know, super unrefined, just kind of like power coming out and doing things.
Yeah.
Which is dope, but he starts to get some kind of like he needs to start getting a rough control of the power soon. He needs to find his Asmodean or something. Because he needs to start actually like having some honest to God like battle moment. No, God fucking damn it. Oh, I never got a Juggernog again.
I'm gonna go around.
Wow. See, I'm too absorbed with talking about the game or the show, not focusing.
Just absolutely playing on autopilot, not even really comprehending what it's like driving. Honestly, you don't think about driving.
Yeah.
We don't think about playing when we're playing this. It's more about like whatever our topic of conversation that we're talking about. That's what dominates the mind.
And clearly.
But no, yeah, like so it doesn't make like it doesn't really matter why they're there.
The fact is they're all together. They get to have their moments together. We get to see some of Egwene's PTSD. You know, the fear of touch.
That's something that isn't shown in the books.
No, they because Egwene's stuff is told from her point of view. You know, she never acknowledges her own mental issues. You know,
I kind of no. I wouldn't actually even say that she doesn't acknowledge it. I kind of say it's not there. Because I don't remember anything that ever hinted at any because I was kind of struck by like when I was watching that, and I was like, that's actually a good point. She would totally have PTSD, and I cannot recall any real scene in the books.
Nynaeve, in passing, what? How did I go down? Dude, I think I got taken out by a zombie blowing up next to me.
Get Juggernog. Oh no, wait, you can't. You need more money. Kill some zombies.
Yes.
So that one thing with Nynaeve.
Oh,
for like
she mentions that for many nights after they got back to the tower, she would, you know, or on the way back to the tower as well, Egwene would wake up screaming about the Shan-Chan, and Nynaeve would hold her and sing her songs from her childhood. So that's the only thing I really remember from it, though.
True. Alright, so I guess there's a little bit.
There would definitely be some PTSD from something like that.
Yeah. But no, I definitely like the way they're showing it in the show. Recoiling from, not Rand, but from his touch.
having
touch in
nightmares
general.
about the issue. That would make sense. Or
Yeah.
not about the issue, but the trauma.
Yeah, the trauma there, getting collared, almost killed multiple times, your hands almost thing, you forced to kill someone for the first time.
And remember, she wreaks some serious havoc up on the top of that tower too in the beginning.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, so
So-
technically, it isn't the first time she kills people.
But that is the first
It's the
time she sees her raw power like turned out in anger.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, of course, killing Rena, not Rena. Yeah, I don't know why I said that. I think when I was reading the books, that's how I had it in my head. I don't know why.
You forgot basic English grammar.
Yeah, well, I blame my German upbringing. They spell things the proper way, not with these weird anglicized rules.
Speaking of that, though, okay, this has nothing to do with the show, but we were saying that we were going to talk about it sooner or later, and we're going to. The prologue for the German version of Eye of the World, Wheel of Time, is vastly different than the opening prologue for the American or the English version.
Well,
of
no, the
Wheel
thing
of
is,
Time.
it has both. It has
both, but like,
Yeah.
but where Luz's prologue should go first. In the German iteration, you have a sheep shearing
party. It's very weird.
moment between Rand and Egwene.
And so I don't know if this is like a consequence of me having an older, outdated version of Eye of the World that I read first. You know, were the original printings that didn't have that different prologue on it, and the German one that I bought does have that prologue in it. I have no idea, but it's weird. And the first time I read that book, I was like, "What am I reading?" I mean, I know these characters, but I don't remember this from the English version. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. Well, it's a bit like to go back actually to the kind of difference in between Eye of the World and later books. When Rand sees Logain in Valon, no, Camelin, Jesus
yeah.
Christ. I was thinking about the movie, the TV show, but in Camelin, you know, he just sees him, and there's no laughing scene. That scene gets added later, at a later date in the books. Because when you read that, Logain is not laughing. He's staring straight ahead, kind of sullenly.
True. And then he said, and he's talking to somebody when he was away towers. I saw him once, the Dragon Reborn. I was being brought into Camelin, and I saw him shining, and I knew that he would do more damage than I ever could, and I couldn't help but laugh. Something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious what they're going to do with Logain now, too. Because he had a different role in the book as well here than he does in the movies or the show. Gosh, I keep saying movies now, too. It's like it's the Lord of the Rings adaptation or something. No, the show. Because you don't really see much of Logain in the books for a long time until he runs away with Min and Swan and balls, and gets healed by Nynaeve. So that'll be... Whoa, no! No! Oh my god. You're gonna have to watch how I die, dude. It's so confusing and ridiculous.
Changhua.
Because I had no ammo, and I had the wrong gun. I should have switched to my thunder gun. Instead, I had the noob tube out on my M16. So that obviously didn't go well.
No, it didn't. I mean, it was a good round, especially considering you went down a boatload of times, didn't have Juggernog, and was, you were basically just, kind of screwing around and having fun.
Yes, not paying as much attention as I, might have had I been trapped in there with real zombies.
Yes. Good old real zombies.
So let's think about what's going to happen in episode 2 now. So we've got, at the end of this... Oh yeah, so another thing, before we get to that. Perrin's reason for going back to the Two Rivers is really kind of unexplained. Or am I...
there is no reason.
Okay, cool.
They did not give a reason why he's doing it.
I was trying to figure out, why do you want to go back home so bad? There's no Fael there. There's no mention of White Cloaks terrorizing the Two Rivers yet, as far as he knows. And if there are, there's no rumors that we've been made aware of, so I don't think there are. So is it he's just kind of, fuck it all, we're done, I'm going home. Rand, peace, later, I love you, bro. And then Matt's like, yo, I got weird voices in my head. Nynaeve can totally heal me.
Yeah, I think it's probably that he only trusts her to heal him. Because, he's weary of the one power. And I'm going to say that's probably true in the TV show, too, as it is in the books. And Nynaeve, he's, you know, grown up. Well, she watched him grow up. So he probably feels that, like, if anyone could do it with the power, it's going to be her. Because she's, you know, the one he's always known. Or known for a long time.
Do you think this signals that they're going to be changing the relationship between Mat and Nynaeve a little bit from the books to maybe a better relationship, a more, like, nurturing relationship, possibly, instead of an antagonistic? I approve of that, because so much of Nynaeve and Mat, especially when they're on their way to... Oh, gosh, I'm drawing a blank. They're on their way, you know, Thailand City... Dude, this is so annoying.
Yeah, I hate. We're talking about one of the funniest parts in the books too. Oh, come on, where does the duckling go? Like all the scenes are running through my mind.
Yeah,
but
I just cannot remember the
name.
Okay, well, whatever. People watching, you can tell us because we obviously have brain rot, but we do know what we're talking about. We promise. It's the same place they go to find the Bowl of the Winds.
Yeah.
Now I forgot what point I was trying to make. Excellent. Oh yeah, that whole time frame between Mat and Nynaeve, where Nynaeve is like so angry all the time, will not talk to Mat at all, freaks out every time he looks at her, is terrified of him because he has the Foxhead Medallion, and her power over him no longer exists, which, you know,
should... Abu Dar.
Yeah, Abu Dar. That's right. Yeah. So, I would very much like to see a better relationship between the two of them. It can get really, really frustrating. You're like, Nynaeve, why are you being, like, such a cunt to Mat all the time? Like, yeah, he's kind of a dick and, you know, he fucks around or whatever, and you don't approve of his lifestyle, but dude, you know this kid. And he saved your ass a bunch of times. The least you can do is, like, thank him, and, yeah, Aviendha has to be the one who's like, yo, guys, that's messed up. Like,
he did.
He broke into the Stone of Tyr from a bunch of Forsaken and Dark Aes Sedai. Like, what the hell? And you didn't thank him? Yeah, that's a satisfying moment right there, where it's like, yeah, that's right. Get shut down, you prissy Wonder Girls.
And she barely even says thank you. I mean, like, it's like she mumbles it, I think.
Yeah.
Whilst pulling your braid. I mean, how... I mean, like Nynaeve is one of my favorite women characters.
Oh, yeah, me too.
But, yeah, every time she's dealing with Mat, she is so insufferable. Yeah, like, the relationship in the TV show is a lot more palatable and a lot more realistic. Cause
Nynaeve seems a lot more chill. Like, she can get angry and scared and stuff, but she doesn't seem as...
Holy shit. I didn't think about... Well, wait. What I was about to say, okay, like, I don't think that this was in, like, what my interpretation right here is actually intended, but if it was really shittily executed. The only way that her bitchiness at Mat makes sense is if she actually has a secret thing for him that she's refusing to acknowledge.
Oh, no, there's no way. I never got that in the books.
That's what that's what I mean. Like I don't think that's true, but that's the only way in my mind I could swear it around. Like, because it doesn't... I mean, I guess you could say she just doesn't like him in general, but that really doesn't work with... Like, then, if she didn't really like him, she wouldn't actually, like, care for him.
Right.
Because, like, she actually, like, has a caring relationship beneath that icy interior, or exterior. It's warm inside, like, you know, she doesn't want him to die and things like that. But the way she treats him, you would think that most of the time she's indifferent to him and would rather have him, like, die in a ditch.
And does not want anything to do with his help at all. I mean... Yeah, that part always... it was frustrating, and the way that... Yeah, so Nynaeve treated him like garbage, and just... And now I'm trying to remember from whose perspective that was told from. Now, parts of that may have been told from Mat's perspective, which means he may have been exaggerating what Nynaeve was doing in his narration. It's probably a little bit of both. It's probably like him reading more into it and her being just reactive and freaking out that, you know, that the one power can't touch him anymore, and he's a loose cannon, womanizer, drunkard who can't be trusted, not to keep a secret. All this stuff that she's got built up about him, I think.
Yeah, that is her in the book to a T. But yeah, so yeah, like the reimagined relationship between those two, I definitely like. It's a lot more realistic. a lot more warm feeling. 'Cause she has the same warmth for all of them now.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have that instinct hatred of Moiraine that she has at the very beginning.
Yeah, and I don't know how long she carried that hatred for Moiraine for, truly. I think it sort of fell by the wayside at a certain point. I think probably even before...
I think once she died.
But even before that, I think she became more indifferent to it.
Yeah.
Because she was wrapped up with her own shit, and you know, she was doing her stuff in Terrebonne and Chanchico while Rand and Egwene and Moiraine are fucking around in the Waste. So for a long time they were separated, period, and only connected through speaking through the World of Dreams.
And they never did those two in the World of Dreams.
Yeah, so it was just Egwene. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, reported through Egwene what was going on, so you had no real contact there. And then, of course, when Moiraine comes back and enters into the tent and tells everyone to shut the fuck up and sign the Dragon's Peace, Nynaeve hugs her tightly. Moraine's kind of surprised and then hugs her back, and then Nynaeve's like, "Don't you dare tell Lan about this."
Right. I forgot about that. Dude, I've had to re-up my MP5 3 times.
I've had to do it many times, too. It's getting ridiculous.
Yes.
Ooh, key. That is a... Alright. Yeah.
So yeah, now the next steps in the season, we've got everyone going their own way. Perrin is headed back with Bane and...
Bane?
Bane and Chiad.
Oh.
Yeah. So Perrin, Bane, Chiad, and Loyal are all going back to the Two Rivers. Matt is staying behind with Elaine and Nynaeve at the at the one tower, right tower. Jeez, at the White Tower, so that they can, Nynaeve can learn more. I'm guessing she's going to try to work on her block. And Elaine is going to stay because she's a daughter heir and she can't leave yet, even though she does in the books because she's a... Who cares? Doesn't matter. They're stuck there. She needs to do her accepted test as well. Matt needs to do some exploring. Matt needs to fight Galad and Gawain with a quarterstaff, I hope, because they're still they're in Tarvalon.
Yeah. Well, they show, like, in the trailer, the what we assume is
the water practice field.
And Matt is there. I'm gonna, there's no way in hell they don't. I mean, the fact that he already, knows did his, like, quasi-Ashandarai thing with Padden Fane's blade. I mean, I'm assuming that they might actually bring the Ashandarai in later on.
Somehow.
Like, because he still hasn't gotten his... Like, he needs his
fox head medallion.
Yeah, his fox head. So
he's in the White Tower, and we know that there's a twisted stone doorway there. So he's going to go into that one, and instead of the one in Tyr.
He needs to be told that he's going to marry the daughter of the Nine Moons.
Yep.
There's prophecy that he needs to know.
No, ballsack got hit from behind.
Yeah,
cowards.
So I have 17 bullets. No, I have 19 bullets. Ooh, I have so many. So he definitely is going to go through.
So I bet you that first twisted doorway to Rangriel is going to be just like the first one. It's going to be the questions, and then he's still going to go to, and there's still going to be one in Tyr when they get there. He's going to go through that one, and that's the one they're going to. He's going to get his Ashandarai. He's going to get his Foxhead medallion. He's going to be hung. He's going to hear. Yeah, I think that's how they're going to do it.
Yeah, there's a good chance.
Thank you, sir.
Indeed. And it works well with Tyr, since it's already, they already have a depository of, of things that have to do with the power, and
right.
The High Lords are all very mysterious about their shit, so that'll work well.
Yeah, I'm coming to terms really with the changes, like, because the show has gotten so much better from season 1 to season 2, and now it seems like they're on the right track for season 3. It's easier to swallow that this is just another turning of the wheel. No, god fucking damn it!
Yeah.
Wow.
As soon as we went up there, I was like, I don't know if the mic picked this up, but I mumbled, "Yeah, this is where we die." That was a bad idea.
I did not hear you say that. I was like, let's go up there. Let's turn this shit on, get Juggernaut, get some.
Well, if you want to Juggernaut,
guns. You have to turn the power on first.
Immediately.
You have to turn the power on first. You have to go upstairs either way. But yeah, that was an inauspicious start. Well, I think that's a pretty solid recap for the for episode 1. What do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely a solid recap.